Hey everyone, Zach here with the Goat Guys, and welcome back to another video from the Goat Guys Grand Prix. Today we're going to take a look at the round one or top 8 match of Zazzles versus X23S. Zazzles is back on his Gearfried the Iron Knight deck, and he's taking on X23S's Chaos Control deck. Though this deck is a little different, it is more of a Chaos Turbo deck that happens to play a couple Metamorphosis and 2 Scapegoat. It is pretty much just your standard run-of-the-mill Chaos deck that plays Spy, Moth, Knight Assailant, but he is playing one copy of Dark Mimic level 1 in an interesting side deck featuring 3 Jowgen, the Spiritualist, and 2 Waboku. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm very excited to see if Zazzles can pull off the second win in a row and get into the top 4, or will X23S put an end to this? Let's do it. So let's take a look at the opening hands. Zazzles will be going first. He opens a very good hand of Pot of Greed, Smoke Grenade, Judgment, Breaker, Tribe, and Blast Chain. And then we have X23 with Knock, Thunder Dragon, Serpent, Duo, and Regeki Break. Let's see how this goes. Shuffling his hand, I'll start with the Pot of Greed, drawing into a Rhoda and a Ring. So from here, we're probably going to see a Rhoda for Gearfried. Yep, and then we're probably going to see Gearfried into Smoke Grenade to get a hand rip. And what is he going to rip? He's going to get rid of that Duo. Probably the best choice. He's going to set Ring, Judgment, and Blast with Chain. So let's see how it goes. BLS for turn. Here goes the Thunder Dragon. Setting 2 and passing. So we're just going to get in for that 1800 damage. And there's the knock that he knew was there, but Solemn Judgment comes down and gets rid of the Regeki Break, and then the attack goes through for 1800. From here, we will see a main phase 2 and a draw from X23. He draws into Tomato. This leaves him at least a good set option, but Blast with Chain is there. Adding the Serpent back, shuffling his hand up, summoning Mystic Tomato. He's going to attempt to crash, and there's going to be the Ring of Destruction, both players taking 1400 damage, and that's a pretty big ring. So he's going to summon his BLS and banish the Gearfried with priority, and the turn will end. There's Breaker the Magical Warrior, Blast with Chain, and that will pop the BLS. 1600 damage coming to the face here from Zazzles, and this match is going to keep going. He ends up setting Judgment in Torrential, putting a lot of pressure on Mirror Force there. Setting Serpent, setting Mirror Force, passing turn. He draws into Dust Shoot. Summons Tribe Infecting Virus. Is he going to walk right into the Mirror Force? There it is, but he has Judgment. Judgment's coming in clutch this entire tournament. And he'll get in for the 1600 damage. Zazzle's putting a lot of pressure on. We are on the 1-turn clock here in game 1. A Chaos Monster is almost pretty... A Dark is needed at this point. Not a Chaos Monster. And a Book of Moon. He'll add the Serpent back. Dust Shoot. And then we're going to go to game number 2. So before we continue, we'll take a look at these side decks. As I said, for X23, we have Jowgen, Mobius, Mind Control, Judgments, Wabokus, Token Sunday, a very interesting spell card that destroys all tokens on the field, and then a copy of 7 Tools of the Bandit. On to Zazzle's deck one more time. In his side, he has Azure Priest, Blade Knight, King Tiger Wangu, Mystic level 2, Lightning Vortex, Triple Mind Control, which I'm completely expecting to go into the deck, 3 Bottomless, and a Magic Cylinder. I expect to see the 3 Mind Controls from Zazzles, and on X23's side, I'm expecting probably maybe Judgment, but other than that, I can't think of anything else that would go in this match, so let's get into it. X23 will start with a pretty strong hand of Thunder Dragon, Tribe, Judgment, Spy, Pot of Greed, and Tsukiyomi. We got a knock, because, of course, always have knock. He did side in Judgment. Okay. Of course, always have the knock for your Spy. I mean, it just happens every time. All right. So from here, we'll probably see a Thunder Dragon, just so you don't draw any off your Pot of Greed. He does add the 2 Thunder Dragons. Here comes Pot of Greed, drawing into Metamorphosis and Night Assailant, a setting of Gravekeeper Spy, Judgment, and a pass. We'll start. Draws to level 2, which is really good here. Mystic level 2 coming out, and that'll get rid of the Gravekeeper Spy. And I'll just pass on that. Drawing into Chaos Sorcerer is pretty strong here. As we can see, a Tribe Infecting Virus. Ooh, that's really cool because that gets you your Spy back. And your level 2 is gone. Here is a Chaos Sorcerer. And we're going to get in for a good chunk of damage here, taking 23 and 16 respectively. Drawing, standby in the main. Tribe Infecting Virus comes out. And we're going to get rid of the Chaos Sorcerer. And then we're going to see a crash into Tribes. And a simple pass. Another Solemn Judgment is pretty big. Normaling Spy, setting 1, just going to go in for that 1200 damage. Ooh, Dust Shoot's really good here because it gets rid of Tsukiyomi. But DD Warrior Lady and Gearfried are also solid options. So just going to set a Gearfried and Dust Shoot and pass. So we're going to get the Dust Shoot in the standby phase. That Tsukiyomi is probably going back to the deck. And there it goes. So from here, XU3 has the ability to tribute for the Thunder Dragon and then go into something like Dark Balter or Reaper on the Nightmare, which Reaper on the Nightmare here seems very strong. And he's going to go for Dark Balter. Okay, so I had the idea. So Dark Balter is going to get in over this Gearfried, the Iron Knight. We're going to set Book of Moon and pass. Ooh, Rhoda is a pretty good draw. Does it go through, though, because we do have the Dark Balter, which can negate a normal spell. He's just going to attempt to activate Rhoda. That does go through, which is pretty big. He's going to Judgment the Exiled Force. Good choice to let that go through. And drawing into Torrential, we're going to see a battle phase just over the bluff. Down to 900 life points. Here we go. Judgment. And we're going to set Judgment, set DD Warrior Lady, and pass. So, duo, Thunder Dragon. So he's just going to battle phase. He's going to duo that last card out of his hand. And I love Dark Balter because it gets around DD Warrior Lady. And we're going to go to game number 3. Oh, these best of 3s, man, they've been great so far. Game 3, Gearfried versus Chaos Turbo. So we're going to see a pretty good starting hand out of Zazzles. We got the Duo Greed Double Smoke Grenade. If he can rip into Gearfried here, he can rip 4 cards out of his opponent's hand if we can draw Gearfried off pot. MST is pretty alright, and Blast with Chain's obviously good. We have Dark Mimic, Sork, Sangan, Wabaku, and Gravekeeper Spy on X23 side. Let's see. That Pot of Greed into... Oh, he draws the Rhoda. Oh my god, he got it. 4 cards are coming out of his hand here. We're going to discard on the first one the Chaos Sorcerer. 2 of them getting rid of Sangan, and then Duo gonna get the 4 cards out of his hand, and he is going to hit the Wabaku, and that he'll simply set Blast with Chain and pass. So I start off with 2 cards here in game 3. That is an insane hand. Mirror Force and Spy. Just set both of them. MST and Blast with Chain clears the field. The pressure is on. He has nothing to even worry about. Tribe coming down, we're going to get 18-16 into XU3S's face. Judgment. If he can draw into another monster, that's big. Not going to push it, though, because that could be a Torrential, so smart play on his part. And here we go. This will likely be the last turn of the game if he doesn't draw into. He doesn't even have a light, so he can't even rip into a BLS and turn this around. Well, that is a potential out. Let's see. And he's just going to concede there, and that is the match. Congratulations to Zazos on making it in the top four. Thank you, X23S, for playing, dude. I hope you do play in the next one. Thank you guys for watching this match. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.